LA Knight has returned. Monday Night Raw was on fire. Stay tuned. We're going to break this down. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Big Slap, aka Slap McAfee. My partner in crime, Trey Uso, is asleep because he has school tomorrow, but I told him I was going to hold the fort down tonight, baby. Now, first and foremost, do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content that I'm going to be putting out for you guys pertaining to this WWE thing. Now, WWE's Monday Night Raw was on fire. They had to keep everything cracking because New York City has just totally been on fire in the New Jersey area and the New York area, especially after the conclusion of SummerSlam. And tonight we started out with a Seth Rollins promo. Starting the night off with, had the crowd fired up, had everybody fired up in the stadium, the announce team, everybody, the referees, the janitors, everybody was singing his song, everybody was doing his thing. But anyways, the Oracle, Paul Heyman, came out, cut an amazing promo. I tell you what, Paul Heyman is absolutely legendary when it comes to promo work. Paul Heyman should teach every wrestler, every inspiring wrestler who wants to be a wrestler, a promo course on how to cut a proper promo, because that is how you do it. Confident, loud, a bit unkilt. I love it. Paul Heyman is truly the GOAT at what he does. And Seth Rollins, of course, killed it. And my boy, LA Knight, made his return. LA Knight made his return, came out, did his thing, calls Seth Rollins out. Seth Rollins initially didn't want to do the match, but the powers that be made the match happen. And that's how we kicked off Monday Night Raw. And from there, we went to the Judgment Day promo with LWO. AJ Styles comes out, does his little promo thing. They're sitting there setting up matches left and right. Seems like we're going to have a pretty hot night. And then we went straight into the Rusev and Sheamus match. Rusev and Sheamus, they are made for each other. They're two big burly guys. They're out there beating each other up. I'm telling you, they keep doing these matches. I just don't understand. Why won't they just do a hardcore match? Lock these two monsters in a no holds bars, no rules. You know what? Better yet, put these two monsters in a Hell in a Cell so they're not fighting all over the arena like they were doing tonight. Put them in a Hell in a Cell and let them just beat the tar out of each other until somebody quits. I think that's what they end up needing to do. But of course, the match ended up going to a no contest. They both got counted out. They were too busy fighting all over the place, everywhere but in the ring, and they just continued to fight, continued to brawl throughout the ring, throughout the arena or whatnot, which I thought was pretty funny. Those two guys, man, you can tell they probably sit back and laugh and cut up and all type stuff together, but they're made for each other. You got two big burly guys doing their thing, so shout out to Sheamus and shout out to Big Rusev. And from there, we had a New Day promo with Grayson Waller. Grayson Waller called out Penta. Penta, you know, I saw that coming a mile away. Penta was going to get some work in. We haven't seen Penta in a little bit. He wasn't on SummerSlam or anything of that nature. So he got some work in with Grayson Waller, which turned into a match. New Day ends up coming out. Penta got the win. And Penta also jobbed New Day. It was funny when he put on the big old hat that the New Day guy be wearing or whatever the case may be. Sitting there, Xavier Woods, Penta put the hat on and chucked it at him and hit Xavier Woods in the chest, and Xavier Woods let out like a little squeal. It was like a little squeal he let out when he got hit with his hat. And I'm like, that's what you get for wearing that big stupid hat all over the place. I do not like this angle what they're doing with New Day. I don't like the black funeral look that they're doing. But, you know, it is what it is. Maybe that's the powers that be telling them whatever to do. I hope they're not planning that, because to me it's kind of, I don't know. But anyways, man, after that we had Charlotte Flair and Alexis Bliss promo. They're doing that promo thing. And then that turns into a match, of course. Charlotte Flair and Alexis Bliss, they get the win. Alexis Bliss hit a Sister Abigail to end up getting the win. It was a pretty good match. These two, they seem like they have pretty good working chemistry together. I'm really liking what I'm seeing between these two women right here. Charlotte Flair, of course, is a legend. She works really well. Even with all the injuries she's had, she's still hitting somersaults. She's still hitting big boots. She's still hitting backflips and all type stuff in the ring. So shout out to Charlotte Flair. You're still doing your thing, man. You're the same age, and you're looking great doing what you're doing, girl. Keep it up. After that, we had a little Kabuki Warriors promo with Io Sky and Rhea Ripley. Io Sky pretty much tells Rhea Ripley, hey, you'll never beat me, you not beat me. So it looks like this rivalry is still going to continue to go on forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. I don't know when they're going to plan on ending it, but I don't know, man. At this point, why don't you just make these two girls a tag team? Obviously, they have good chemistry together. Obviously, they work really well together. Just make them a tag team, man. We'll have a really strong women's tag team division if you were to do that. I think that'd be a good idea. But hey, that's just me. That's just Slap McAfee. But anyways, moving right along, we had Dominik Mysterio versus Dragon Lee. Dom wins with the big boot upside the head. Dominik, I like the little boot thing that he's doing, man. Dominik is really good at what he does, man. We had some interfering work from El Grande Americano, some the wannabes, our Grande Americanos. But at the end of the day, Dominik Mysterio got the win. I thought it was a pretty good win. I thought he wrestles really well. He works the crowd really well as well. He's got that whole luchador look thing going on, man. So shout out to Dominik Mysterio on another amazing win. Then after that, we had Becky in a live Vicarious promo. She's telling her to stay out of her life. Lara is telling Becky to stay out of her life, that is. I don't know what that's going to turn into. I think they're trying to do some type heel turn with Bayley or whatever the case may be. But whatever it is, there's something stewing up between these two girls. And we'll see, I'm sure, in the future what's going to end up happening between them. And then after that, we had a Sammy promo. Sammy was doing this thing, talking about the match with my man, Big Cross. And then all of a sudden, Sheamus and Rusev just start fighting again. They just appear, just continuing to fight. I'm like, good God, I thought it was kind of funny, though. They just continued to fight all night or whatever. Two fighters, you know, both of their cultures are fighting cultures. So it's funny to see them, you know, with that angle, whatever the case may be, just continuing fighting all over the stage or whatever the case may be. And I hope they do continue that. It'll be funny if they kicked off next week with them still fighting. I think that'd be absolutely hilarious. But anyways, after that, we have Becky Lynch on the mic. Becky Lynch doing her thing. Becky Lynch is also a vet. She's also known for working the mic. She's also known for cutting good promos. And she went out there and straight flamed Nikki Bell. I mean, she sat there and told her, throwing John Cena digs at her. I mean, she was just lighting her up, man. It was funny. And then she ends up hitting her across the head. So it looks like we're starting to get some heat between Becky Lynch and Nikki Bella. And then after that, man, we had a Naomi promo. Naomi's, of course, doing her thing. She's supposed to be fighting next week, so we're going to see Naomi return to the ring defending her title. That should be fun to watch. I like what she's doing. I like her whole character development. I like this little crazy, psychotic female thing that she's got going on. That Proceed with Caution dig is pretty dope. So shout out to Naomi, man. You keep doing your thing, mama. And then after that, we had the main event. LA Knight and Seth Rollins. Now, you know something's going to end up happening. Something's crazy going to end up happening. LA Knight ended up completely just bashing Seth Rollins all over the head, beating him down all over the ring, hit him with a couple of finishers, hit him with the big elbow off the top ropes. And then all of a sudden, Seth Rollins ends up getting some heat, continuing on. Was about to face stomp him on the concrete. And then we got some interference from CM Punk. CM Punk returns to kind of get that payback from last night or whatever the case may be. Now, I called it. I knew CM Punk was going to come back. I didn't know when he was going to come, but I knew he was going to come back. So CM Punk ends up coming in, beating the tar out of Seth Rollins, and that was until he took a big spear from Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker has the best spear in wrestling. I think possibly the best spear in wrestling history. I've never seen a wrestler do a spear like Braun Breaker. So shout out to Braun Breaker for hitting a massive spear on CM Punk. Completely leveled him. They completely beat the tar out of CM Punk, and they got my boy LA Knight. They end up jobbing out both of them, man. And then that's kind of how they ended the night, man. They just sat there, kind of stared off into the crowd, taunting everybody, pointing at everybody, letting everybody know who's boss. And that's kind of how tonight's night episode of Raw ended. My opinion, this scale right here on Raw, I thought it was pretty decent, especially coming off all the heat they had with SummerSlam. They had to do something big, they had to do something massive. So I thought it was pretty good. I thought they did the best that they could, especially after coming out the weekend that they had for SummerSlam. If you thought this episode of Raw was trash, put a trash emoji in the comment. If you thought it was fire, put a fire emoji in the comment. Whatever the case may be, comment below. Let me know what you thought about this episode of Raw. WWE is definitely working. They're definitely trying to put some good storylines together. Maybe they fired the old writers and started hiring some new writers, whatever the case may be, to help spice everything up. Question, I had a dream that they did, I don't know if you guys remember the spot the Dudleys and the Accolades did when they were fighting in the bar. I'd like to see some more bar cutscenes, some more bar fights. I think that'd be funny, especially somebody like a Sheamus and a Rusev. Those two big monsters just going to a bar, just tearing the bar up, fighting. They need to go back old school like that, like Stone Cold, Booker T fighting in the grocery store. Just old school bar fights, street fights, things of that nature. Anyways, thank you guys for watching the video. Do not forget to hit that like, comment, subscribe button. And I see you guys later on in the week for SmackDown reviews. Other than that, peace.